Welcome to chair. Oh, it's not chair yoga. Let's try that again. Welcome to Freeport Memorial Library Yoga. This is our on the mat yoga class. My name is April Diane. And today we're going to start in child's pose, actually. But before we begin, I just want to give you some tidbits for those of you who are practicing yoga for the first time. You want to make sure that you check in with your physician if you have any underlying conditions to make sure that yoga is a safe practice for you where you are right now. Please feel free to make the practice your own, right? You are the boss, I'm the guide. And so I will provide you with some techniques, and I will also share some things related to safety periodically. And so the safety things are the ones that you really want to tune into, but you can modify and adjust postures as you feel is necessary according to what your body needs right now. Yoga is about listening to connecting the mind, the body, and the breath. And that I call the alignment process. And when we do that, the body is able to naturally navigate a state of homeostasis. Yoga supports so many different ailments. It also just supports different conditions related to specifically depression and anxiety are supported by practicing yoga. A lot of other diseases in the body are also supported because we are allowing ourselves to be in the present moment, and we are connecting the mind, the body, and the breath. So we're no longer, the mind is here and the body wants to go here and the breath is somewhere in the middle. It's everything working together for the purpose of helping us to experience homeostasis, okay? So make the practice your own. The most important thing to me about yoga is the breath. Is it the only important thing? No, but it is one of the most important things about yoga. And so I also want to just share with you, don't ever think that you're doing it, that you, like some people say, did I do a good job, or I'm not good at yoga. The moment that you carve out the time to sit on the mat, that's the best thing ever. So that makes you good at it. I guess the only people who are not good at yoga is the ones who don't practice. That's what I'd say. So don't kid yourself, don't cut yourself short. You sat on the mat. This is a good thing. All right. All right. So let's first connect with the present moment. And we do that by observing our breathing. So you want to relax your shoulders. You want to relax the muscles on your face. And I'll take you through some exercises to help you to do that as well. And you just want to observe where your breath is at the moment. Can you observe the breath? Are you aware of it? Since breathing is such an automated process, sometimes we forget to actually really connect with it on a deeper level. So we breathe for efficiency, not necessarily for effectiveness. And so in yoga, we do what is called conscious breathing. So we inhale through the nose, allowing the belly to expand, holding the breath in for a moment to let the oxygen penetrate the cells. And then releasing the breath out of the nose or the mouth. And as you release, you're pulling your belly button back and you're squeezing your stomach in. And then you're holding that squeeze. You want your exhalations to be longer than your inhalations. And when you squeeze, see if you can squeeze the groin area too. Ladies, see if you can do a Kegel. You don't have to do that every time, but periodically as you're doing your conscious breathing, make a go at it, okay? And I don't count ordinarily in yoga sometimes because we all are at different places with our breath. So if breathing is really challenging for you or you feel tense by the idea of breathing, I want you to just focus on the movement of your stomach. On the inhale, your belly should go out. And you hold the breath for a moment. And on the exhale, your belly should pull in. And you want to squeeze the belly in, and you want to hold that squeeze for a little longer than you think you can. I want you to focus on creating a rhythm with your breath. It's not how long or how deep that you hold it. It's more about consistency. And when you're breathing, I want you to imagine like a water jug. It's my favorite example because when you fill up a water jug, the water first fills up, it goes through the top, but it fills up first at the bottom and then it rises all the way to the top. And so you want to have that visual in mind when you're thinking about your breath. Inhaling through the nose, belly is expanding, preferably through the nose. If you can't inhale through your nose, inhale through your mouth. Hold the breath and then exhale. If you can't hold it too long, it's okay. If you can't squeeze it too strong, that's fine. Be where you are. It's the only way to get where you're going. All right, so inhale through the nose and exhale. All right, now let's go ahead and connect the breath with the movement. Let's inhale, lifting the chin up toward the ceiling. Let the belly expand. Exhale, bringing the chin to the chest. Inhale, rotate the head to the left. Exhale, rotate the head to the right. Inhale, rotate the head to the left. Making a half circle with your head. Exhale, rotate the head to the right. I'm going to do this one more time. Take your time. And inhale, rotating the head to the left. And exhale, rotating the head to the right. And then come back to center and let's do some face yoga. So let's go ahead and just turn the head to the left, lift the chin up, stick the tongue out. This is going to relax the jaw and the muscles of the face. So go ahead and stick your tongue out, lift your chin up, and release, and then go ahead and go to the opposite side. Lift your chin up, stick your tongue out. And release. And let's go ahead and come to the opposite side. Let's take the tips of the fingers and start tapping at the top of the head. You can go kind of rigorously at the top of the head, but as we gravitate toward the frontal lobe, the center of the forehead, you want to start going a little softer, a little slower. All right, and this is just going to relax the muscles on the face. It's going to relax the nerves. So right here in the center, just a little gentle. And then when you're good there, you're going to go to the temples and you're going to do a little bit more rigorously. Staying here for a moment and then eventually going underneath the eyes where we're also going to go a little slow, little soft. All right, then we're going to go to the cheeks and the same thing. Rigorous here, little faster, little more intent. And then let's go to the chin, same thing. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and massage the ears. So take the tips of the fingers, the pointer and the thumb, and just right at the top of the ear, right there, pinch. And then you're going to pinch all the way around and come into the lobe and pinch. And then go back up. Some people say this helps with appetite suppressant. I don't know about that, but I know that it's really good for helping to relax the face and the neck. All right. Every part of the body is connected. All right, let's ooh and ah. So ooh, ah, round the lips, around the teeth. Ooh, ah. You don't have to say it, but you can if you choose. Ooh, ah, round. Ooh, ah, round. Ooh, ah, round. One more. Ooh, ah, round. All right, let's lift the tongue to the roof of the mouth. So lift the chin up, tongue comes to the roof of the mouth, and then it lowers back down. And then just lift to see what's happening to the neck and lower, and lift and lower, and lift and lower, and lift and lower. Now take the hand, right hand, lift the chin up, left hand on the chest, press and lift. So pressing and lifting, tongue come to the roof of the mouth, lift, lower, lift and lower, and lift and lower, and lift and lower. One more time, lift and lower, and then release. Let's take your hands and bring them right here on the sides of your cheek, just like so. And then just ooze it up a little bit, cuff that ear, and we're gonna lift our chin up, and we're just gonna pull the hands down, and then come on down. 2 more times with that one. Here, lift the chin, pull all the way down. One more time, lift the chin, pull all the way down. All right, one more exercise to help us to relax the face. You're gonna make your cheeks puff up, and then we're gonna pat them with our hands. All right, you can stop when you're ready. Let's rotate our wrist, circular motion 3 times, right? That's usually my rule of thumb, 3 to 5 times in class. That's how long I do the postures. When you're on your own, 3 to 10 times with each posture, okay, according to your needs. Opposite direction, same thing. Sometimes I talk and, you know, I give the direction while I'm talking. And so it's a little bit more times than I say. Sometimes I just lose count. But 3 to 5 is okay. We try to do the same thing that we do on the other side, on one side that we do on the other. Let the hands come together and press the fingertips away to make sure that you're pressing at the fingertips. Fingers are spread apart. And then opposite direction, press. All right, then we're gonna come to center 3 times. We're gonna rotate. Once, twice, and 3 times. If I'm going too fast for you, go ahead and feel free to go slower. Same thing, opposite direction. You can always catch up. You don't have to do every posture. It's all good. Relax your shoulder. The most important thing I want you to feel is ease, you know, and flow. All right, let's come to center, interlace the fingers and do the same thing. A little bit trickier, 3 times again, okay? And then when you're done with the 3 times, go in the other direction. If you wanna do 5 times, feel free to do 5 times, all right? And then we're gonna go ahead and come back to center. And then we're gonna make a fist with the thumb on the inside, and we're gonna rotate, relax the shoulders. A lot of people skip all of this warm-up stuff with yoga, but I don't recommend it. I recommend you do, especially the wrist stuff, and then the opposite way. A lot of people have wrist injuries in yoga. All right. All right, we'll stop with that for today. Let's go ahead and meet me in your child's pose. Many different variations of child's pose. Do the one that speaks to you. Knees apart will help to give your belly space. Knees together is the traditional posture. Child's pose is really good for digestion, centering yourself. Your hands can be stretched out in front of you. Or you can have your hands on either side. And just take a breath. Inhale in through the nose. Exhaling out of the nose or the mouth. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale.
And go at your own pace with your breath. If you want to try here and then bring them back up, that's good too. When you're doing the practice on your own, I encourage you to engage in the postures that feel really good to you for longer periods of time. And less is more with yoga, seriously. So it's not about how many postures you do, it's about how the quality, you know? So just focus on your breath right now. Let your body melt into the mat. Just relax. And once you connect with the posture, your breath is the action. So make sure that you're here and you're focusing on your breathing, because we open up the body when we go into a stretch. And then when we breathe, we allowing the breath to go into those areas that weren't previously open. Relax your shoulders. Relax the muscles on your face. You can hang out there for 2 more breaths. With every breath, you're feeling a little bit calmer, a little bit here, a little bit in the now, more in the now. And on your last breath, I want you to go ahead and come on up onto your forearms and interlace your fingers and take a breath in and bring your chin forward. And then bring it back. Now stretch your arms out a little bit further so that your shoulders and your elbows are at an angle. And take a breath in as you bring your chin forward. And then bring it all the way back. See if you can let your head come down in between your arms. Inhale in, bringing your chin forward. Exhale and bringing your chin back. If you have wrist pain, this is a nice posture, a nice alternative to being on your wrists. Inhale, bringing your chin forward, and you see how much strength we're gaining here. Exhale, coming back. One more time, friends. Inhale forward. Exhale, bring it back. Then go ahead and come on up. Staying here on your forearms, we're going to step the right foot back, and we're just going to pull the heel away from the body. So you're on your right tippy toe, you're just pulling that heel. We're just going to do a little gentle rock here, okay? So catch your breath here. Inhale through the nose as you come forward. Exhale back. And you may want to inhale all the way. So inhale forward, keep inhaling as you're going back, and then exhale forward and keep exhaling as you're going back, depending on the length of your breath. All right, then we're going to go ahead and lift this foot up. Lift it up as high as you can get it to go. Keep the foot flexed. All right, and then we're just going to rotate the ankle. All right, we're building strength in that abdominal region here. Rotate the ankle 3 times in one direction. And then if you did it already 5 times, that's fine. Go ahead and rotate it in the opposite direction and do it whatever you did, 3 to 5. Rotate. Okay, then we're going to lower it down and cross it over. Staying on the tip of the toe. Take a look over your left shoulder. Breathing in through the nose. Hold that breath in for as long as you can, and then exhale it back out. Come on back to center. Bring the leg back up. And we're going to bring this right knee to the right elbow. And then step it back. Lift it up. Keep that foot flexed. Lift it up. Take a breath. And bring it down. All right, rock your hips to the right and then rock your hips to the left. And right and left. And again, right and left. And come back to center. Step that left foot back. Same thing we did, coming onto the tippy toe. Pulling the heel away from the body. If you want, you can just stay pulled. Keep that heel pulled back. Okay? And then press forward. So you can lengthen it. All right, let's lift the leg up. Keep the foot flexed for a minute. Take a breath in through the nose. As you release it out, go ahead and rotate that ankle. 3 times, 3 to 5 times. And then in the opposite direction, same thing. Now go ahead and cross the foot over and take a look over your right shoulder. Breath in through the nose. Exhale it back out. Bring the leg up, and you know, that's right, bring that knee to the elbow. And then bring it, step it back, lift the foot up, take a breath, and then bring the knee all the way back down. Come onto your belly, friends, all the way onto your belly, bringing your hands right beside your breastbone. Okay, fingers are spread apart, elbows are back, chin is lifted, chest is elevated pretty much. All right, and this is for your back. So breathe in. You can hang out right here. There's always levels to every posture that I do. So you can stop wherever you feel good, okay? And if it's too much, you know the rule. You're the boss. All right, so you can lift your hands up here and take a breath in. Exhale it back out and lower the hands back down. Release the tension in your cheek, in your glutes. They might have squeezed, relax them, okay? Lift the hands up, elbows are back. Looking down on your mat because you want to keep your neck nice and long, okay? Focus on your breath once you're here. Okay, then press your hands back down and relax. All right. Same thing, lift. And now go ahead and lift your legs up. Take a breath in and lower everything back down. Woo. Sometimes it hurts before it feels good, or sometimes it's uncomfortable before it feels good. So remember that, no pain, but uncomfortable, we're good with that. All right, lift the hands up, lift the feet up, looking down on the mat, breathing in through your nose, exhale, lower down. Whew. We're gonna add something. Inhaling and exhaling. Catch your breath. If you need to let your head down, do that. Lift, hands lift, feet lift. Arms extend. Then bring your arms back behind you. And then lower them down, everything down. Your whole body lowers down. Melt into the mat. Make a fist with your thumb on the inside. Bring your fist close to your thighs. Bring your legs together. And we're gonna lift the right leg up right here. Just lift it up. Fist with your thumb on the inside. Lift. Breathe. And lower. All right, you can do a little wiggle woggle on the mat, back side to side. And we're gonna head on to the opposite side. Left leg lift. Keep the foot pointed. And then if you start, you can start here. And then, you know, I should have told you that, but you probably knew. And if not, you can do it again. But lift your leg as high as it feels, you know, okay for you. Breathe in. Exhale, lower. All right, we're gonna try to lift them both, but they're not gonna go up as high this time. So we're gonna inhale through the nose. Exhale, lift both legs. Now lift your head, look down at your mat, keep your neck nice and long. Breathe in, lower down, turn onto your cheek, relax. We're strengthening the back muscles. You probably feel it by now too. The back needs to be strong to protect the abdominal region, for your balance, for your digestion. Inhale, let's lift it up. All right, now let's lift the hands up also. So we're releasing the fists, looking down on the mat, relax your shoulders. And see if you can go ahead and let the legs go a little wider. And then bring them back together. And then let them go wide. And bring them back together. And lower down. Take a breath in through the nose. Exhale back out. And inhale. And exhale. One more time, friends. Lift the feet, lift the head. Take it step by step. You can even try lifting one hand and then the other, or one at a time. Just pace yourself, give yourself enough time to do them both. Then let your legs go wide. Breathe in through the nose. Stay a little bit longer than you think you can stay. The mind may start to say, oh my gosh, I'm tired, I can't take this. Take one more breath when it does that and gain control. And exhale, lower down. Good. Walk your feet together. Bring your hands back out in front. And we're going to press up back into our child's pose. Breathe in through the nose. You can let your forearms stay up, or you can let them come down. Inhaling and exhaling. We're going to do a little twisted child's pose here. We're going to raise that right arm up. Keep your head on the mat. Right arm raised. Raise it as high as it feels good. A little bit past that, so you're a little uncomfortable, but no pain. And then bring it back down. Same thing, opposite side. Roll over to your right side of your forehead. Raise that left arm up. Take a breath in through the nose. Exhale out and bring it down. All right, let's come up to all fours, friends, and let's fingers spread apart. We're gonna rotate and massage our wrists as we rotate and come all the way around. When you go forward, lean a little bit forward. All right, bring your knees in until the point where you're actually feeling a stretch with the wrist. So your knees should be stacked directly underneath your hips. Okay, breathing in through the nose, exhale out. Inhale, forward. Exhale, coming all the way around. Let's do this 2 more times, friends. Inhale and exhale. If your wrists are hurting, come onto your fist or your forearms. Inhale and exhale. We're going to go ahead and go in the opposite direction, same thing. Inhale, going forward and around, exhale. So we did that about 5 times, so we'll repeat that. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale.
And last time, inhale and exhale. Coming back to center, come on to your tippy toes. So tuck your toes. You'll hear me say that. That's what I mean. Tuck them, all right? Sit back on towards your heels. So push your hips back. Your hips were stacked on your knees, push them back. Turn your wrist away from your body, okay? And then just take a breath while you're here. Relax your shoulders. Fingers are spread apart. Those of you who are not on your wrists right now, if this is too painful for you, don't do that. Just let your hands come out to the side with the tips facing outward, okay? That might give you some relief. Other than that, you can just stay on your fist or your forearms and focus on what you're feeling in your toes, okay? Breathing in through the nose, exhaling back out. See if you can press your hips a little closer. So on the exhalation, that's when the flexibility increases because your muscles are relaxing. So that's when you usually want to try to take things a little further. You know, you want to push yourself a little further. You want to go a little deeper with the stretch on the exhale. Okay. Good. Now we're going to release this and we're going to come all the way up onto our knees. If your knees are hurting, flip the mat over, get some cushion under your knees, or don't do this. Hands on your hips, take a breath. If you're not doing this, you can just focus on your breath. And we're just going to go ahead and step that right leg out. Come off of that, untuck that left toe. Take a breath and walk this right hand all the way down the leg. Look up toward the ceiling. You can hang out right here with the hand on the hip. All right, that's one option. Try not to lock your knee here. So if you're feeling it like really hyperextend backwards, then keep it a little bent. All right. Then you can bring your hand to your shoulder. Okay, that's another option in terms of hand. If your hand is on your shoulder and it feels okay, lift your elbow up as if you're leaning into the posture. You stay put. I'm just going to show you what it looks like from the front. All right, keep doing that, and then you can go ahead and reach your arm as another option. If this hurts, shoulder issues, frozen shoulder, don't do that. But if you want a deeper stretch and you have that shoulder thing, bring your arm backward instead and see if that gives you a nice stretch. Pull the shoulder back so that you're really opening up the chest area here and breathe. Ooh. Don't worry, sometimes it feels better after. All right, take another breath here. And then release, and we're gonna do the same thing on the opposite side. So hands back to being on your hip, opposite leg, whatever that is for you. Breath in, and let your hand come all the way down. Good. Breathe in, look up. Exhale. Then go ahead and bring that hand to the shoulder and lean the body into that left leg. And then once you connect with the posture, connect with your breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out. And inhale. And exhale. Now make a decision, hand up or behind. Okay. Up or behind. If you're bringing it behind, you're trying to get it over to the opposite hip. Looking up, get that full stretch. And then let's go ahead and come on and release the posture. Come on back onto your knee. I'm gonna get you off your knees. So hands on the floor, tuck your toes. We're coming up into our downward facing dog. Fingers are spread apart. If you don't want to hang out to downward facing dog because you wrist, you can come on to your forearms and do dolphin
instead. Either way, we're gonna rock back side to side, okay? Hip side to side, feel that stretch. If you're in downward facing dog, take your right hand and bring it to the left shin or whichever part of the leg you can touch. If you can't touch the leg, just reach in the direction. If you can't do it for long, just do it for a second or a breath and then come on out of it. Same thing, opposite side, left hand to the right leg. Feel that good stretch in there. Release the posture. Still side to side. Then let's go ahead and alternate the knees, bending and straightening, bending and straightening. Press that straight leg, press the heel to the floor. Make sure your shoulders aren't scrunched up near your ears. Roll them out so that you're creating space in your upper back area, your neck area, okay? Let your head, try to make your head in between your hands. If you need to, you can walk your hands closer to your feet. Feel how that feels when you do that. Really gives you a different angle with your stretch. And we're just continuing to alternate, bending and straightening, each knee alternately. And then I want you to go ahead and stop, press the heels to the floor. And then walk your hands to your feet and see how that feels for you. Stop right there, wherever you got it, to the point where your heels can touch the floor. Okay? If your heels can't touch the floor, it's okay. There's no test. It's just about working to get there, okay? And then you're gonna go ahead and walk your hands back forward. If you need to take a break, go ahead and come into forward fold. That means walk your hands and your feet completely together for those of you who may be new. Side to side, breathing in through the nose. And then let's go ahead, come back to center, walk your hands about 2 or 3 times in until your feet hit the floor, the heels hit the floor or close enough. Relax your shoulders. Lift your toes, don't let your toes grip the mat. If you feel them gripping the mat, let your big toe stay on the mat and lift the rest of your toes, okay? Then walk your hands back out. All right. Let your head drop down. Try to press down into the pose, lifting your hips up as high as you can get them. So it's weird, I know, but you're lifting your hips up as you're pressing your torso down deeper into the pose. All right, and then go ahead and walk your hands closer to your feet, about 3 steps. And then we're gonna go ahead and come into a forward fold. So walk your feet to your hands as well. Hold on to opposite elbow. Keep a nice bend in your knees and let's just gently rock from side to side. Take 2 more breaths here, friends. You feel the compression of your belly up against your thighs. This is good for your digestion too. All right, so next we're gonna do the sunflower. So some of you know this. You're gonna open your elbow out to the left and you're gonna rise all the way up, letting that elbow lead you all the way around and coming down. We're doing this 3 times. Elbow out, your knees may straighten at this point when you're coming up, but you can keep them slightly bent and around and down. One more time here, friends. Out, up, around, and down. All right, last, opposite direction, same thing. Left elbow opens out to the right. And then we let that elbow lead us all the way up, full body stretch. This is the sunflower. Out, up, around, and down. Last time, out, up, around, and down. All right, as we come down, we're gonna do a full body sigh. So we're just gonna roll ourselves up. Just roll your entire body up. Bring your hands onto your hips. Let your legs go wide. Let your toes point out at a 90-degree angle and push your hips forward. The thumbs are on the back the thumbs are on the pressing on the back. All right, so your hips are forward. Good. Those of you who have just joined class, please mute yourself. This class is being recorded, but you're not being recorded, just me. How you doing? Welcome in. Press the hips forward and then press the hips back. Lean your body forward. All right, come back to center. Press the hips to the left. Come on back to center, opposite direction. Press the hips to the right. Come on back to center. Let's do 5-point star. Arms are out. We're going to twist to your left. Take a breath in. Look over your left shoulder. Breathe in through the nose, preferably. Exhale, coming back to center. Opposite side, same thing. To the right. Inhale. Exhale. Come on back to center. Inhale. Let the left hand come down. Reach up through the right. Come on back to center. Twisting to your left again. This time, let the left hand come down. Reach the right arm up. All right. Come on back to center. Bring the arms out. Same thing. Twisting to, okay, come back to center. Let's first lean to the right. And those of you who have shoulder injuries, see, this is a good thing because you're not actually lifting your arm up. You're keeping it at shoulder level. You're tilting your body. Okay, come on back. And we're going to twist to the right. And then drop the hand down and let the other hand come up. Good. Let's come on back to center. Bring the hands onto your hips and we're going to bend the knees. Take a breath in. Make sure you're good. If you need to pull your stance in a little bit, please honor yourself. Breath in. Exhale. There's a little squat. And we're going to just a little shift, whatever you can handle, just a little shift here. All right, back and forth. And then come back to center and rise. Let's let the arms join in. Arms out. This is your inhale. Catch your breath. Belly expands. Exhale, bend at the elbows. Bend at the knees. Goddess squat. If you don't like this one, stay here. All right, if none of this is working for you right now, it's all good. Go ahead and continue to do your 5-point star. Breathe in and extend the 5-point star out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now, last time, and we're going to switch it up, though, actually. So not last time, but switching it up. Inhale. Exhale, bring it down. Goddess squat. Then bring the elbow to the thigh. Ooh. Back to center. Opposite side. If you need to take a break, it's okay. Back to center. Straighten it out. Inhale through the nose as you bring your hands onto your hips. We're wrapping it up, I promise. Take a breath. And fold. Forward fold right out in front of you. Your blocks could really be helpful if you need to bring the floor up to meet you. You're going to bring the hands down right out here in the front of you. All right, you could use your blocks like so. Very helpful. Pull the hips away from the body and try to walk the hands as far out in front of you as you can. Breathing in. Good. If you need to, slight bend in your knees could be helpful. All right. And we're gonna raise that left arm up. Take a look. Bring it down. Raise the right arm up and take a look. And bring it down. Bring the hands to frame that left foot. Take a breath. Reach the left arm behind the right, over towards that right foot. Ooh, take a breath. And then walk your hands over to the right leg. Let's repeat that. Frame the foot, take a breath, and reach. Good. Now bring the hand to frame the foot again, and we're just gonna go ahead and turn this foot to the short end of the mat, okay? One hand on each side, and because we're gonna go into a low lunge from here, okay? Your low lunge, you can drop the knee if you feel good about that, all right? Pressing forward. With the knee dropped or elevated, raise that arm up, the same arm that the knee is bent. Look up and bring it down. And we're gonna straighten out this leg. Your blocks could be helpful here as well. I'm on this tippy toe. That back foot is on the tippy toe. All right, come on back to center. I'm gonna repeat the same thing on the opposite side. So framing your left foot. Left toes are pointing to the short end. Back toes, you're on a tippy. Bend the knee. You can drop it if you want. Raise that left arm, or whichever arm is the front knee, raise the arm. Whatever we do on one side, we always want to do on the other, right? So if you can't do it on one side, then don't do it on the other. All right, then we bring that hand down, straighten out that left leg. Framing the foot. Slow down if you need to, because I know that was a lot and I went kind of fast. Relax your shoulders. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale back out. And let's go ahead and come on back to center. Pull the hips away from the body, walk the hands forward. All right, we're gonna bring the hands to the hips and we're gonna rise up, or whatever you need to do to go ahead and come up to a fully standing position. Breathing in through the nose and come all the way up. All right, walk your feet together. Unfortunately, we have to go. So let's go ahead and come down to a seated position so we can cool off a little bit. Extend your arms out in front of you. And roll yourself all the way back. And come all the way down. Pull your knees into your abdominal region. Hold on to your shins and just gently rock from side to side. Bring your knees to the right, plant them there. Extend your left arm out. Take a look in the direction of your left arm. Capture your breath, inhale through the nose. Exhale out. Come back to center, same thing. Knees to the left. Hand on the thigh. Right arm extends out to the right. Take a look in the direction of that right arm. Come on back to center. Stretch your legs out long. Bring your hands down. Relax yourself. And let's just go into Savasana for about 2 minutes. This is when it all solidifies. So try to hang out in Savasana if you can. It's important to have transitions, and this is one of them. So relax. Observe the breath. With every breath, you feel a little bit more relaxed. Relax your shoulders. As we prepare to end the class, let's do so by engaging in small, subtle movements. Wiggle your fingers, rotate your wrist, wiggle your toes, rotate your ankles, pull your knees into your abdominal region. Gently rock from side to massage your lower back and your kidneys. Roll over to the side that feels good to you and take a breath while you're there. When you're ready, come up to a fully seated position. Lift your shoulders up and roll them back and down. Extend your arms out and wrap your arms, left arm over right. Walk the hands together, lean forward, and say something positive and inspiring to yourself as you bring your chin to your chest. And then extend your arms out once again, wrap them in the opposite direction, right arm over left. Walk the hands together, lean in, and send a positive thought to someone else as you bring your chin to your chest. And then let's go ahead and come all the way back up. Bring your hands on top of your thighs. I want to thank you so much for sharing your yoga practice with me today. I am super proud of you, and I hope that you are super proud of you as well. Go ahead and bring your hands to heart center and take a breath. Namaste. The light in me honors and sees and feels the light in all of you.
Outstanding class, April.